Wednesday again. It's Wednesday, September 27th. Thank you for joining us on Up to the Minute. I'm Amy Tan, Dean for English and Communications. I'm standing in today for Todd Duplantis, and I'm here with my co-host, Stacey Hawkins. She is a producer for HCC and an adjunct faculty member in our communications department. Good morning, Stacey.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Other than dealing with one of those horrible summer colds, I'm doing just fine. Thank you.
It seems like it's really going around, and I know that most of us are just grateful if it's a cold and not COVID.
Very true. Very true.
Well, Stacey, can you tell us where everyone can find us here on Up to the Minute?
You can see Up to the Minute live on our Facebook page. Just look for Houston Community College District. You have to spell that out because there's several HCCs. We're also live on YouTube. You can also catch us on the outlet formerly known as Twitter, now known as X. And if you want to, as the kids say, kick it old school, you can find us on cable on HCCTV at, noon, 5 and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday when HCC's in session.
That's right. Kicking old school there. Today, we're welcoming an award-winning esthetician from our own cosmetology department, Nene Taylor. She's an HCC Cosmetology instructor, the DMK Skincare Solo Esthetician of the Year. Welcome to the show, Nene.
Hello, thank you for having me.
We're so glad to hear all about what's happening in your area. We'll be right with you. So first, October is next week, believe it or not, which means one thing for the HCC Police Department, National Night Out. We're so excited to have Officer Felicia Carter here, who is our Community Services Liaison Recruiter. She is here to talk to us about National Night Out. Welcome back to the show, Officer Carter.
Hello, good morning, everyone.
And I know that you're suffering a little bit too with your voice.
Yes, it is that time of year, and I apologize for my voice and sounding real hornish, but hey, I'm here. We want to promote our National Night Out.
Absolutely. And I know you're so busy getting everything ready. Before we get into next week's event, tell us about yourself and your time before joining HCC.
Well, I've been in HCC for 27 years. I can't believe it's been that long. I have 19 years of law enforcement experience. I started out at 3100 Main as an executive accountant over there for years way back when, but came into the police department in 2007, So I have 27 years here and 19 years in law enforcement. It's been a joy of my life. I always wanted to be a police officer, so I'm living the dream. Want to impact people, want to change people's lives. Would like to be a positive force in any way that I possibly can in this role that I'm playing in.
I mean, you really took a chance because you were in a completely different field.
Totally different field.
And you followed your dream. And so now you are our community service liaison and recruiter.
Yes.
So tell us something about the areas of responsibility in your current role.
Be glad to. So in my current role, like I say, my primary thing that I do per year is National Night Out. But throughout the year, I do multiple trainings for active shooting trainings, safety trainings, de-escalating trainings. I'm also the recruiter for HCC Police Department. So I go to various different recruiting events trying to get great police officers into our agency. We want great people working for us. So I go out and try to recruit the best to bring into us. But I enjoy providing the trainings and the presentations to every form of HCC, regardless of what event is going on, about being safe. The whole reason that I like doing this part, because I want to educate people about everything just doesn't happen here on our jobs. But keep in mind, we go to ballparks, we go to the grocery store, we go to museums and the movies. So I want to be able to impact people and give people information on how to be safe when they're not here at HCC, but as well as something going on at HCC, we want you to be able to know what to do in case there's an active shooter, in case there's a escalation situation that's going on. So we want to promote that. And that's what I do throughout the year. And any type of events that people want me to come out to, I go out to them and try to do the best that I possibly can to represent our department and the college.
Well, Officer Carter, you just bring an enthusiasm and your passion comes through. And I think you're the perfect person to be the ambassador and to go out there and recruit. And I know we really appreciate it when you come out. I learned so much from your session and I shared it with my faculty and they were so appreciative to have, just little things that you don't think about. Even when you're, doing an active shooter training every year, there's still things that having a person, give you those tips really helps.
Thank you.
So for those of us who may not be familiar, explain to us what National Night Out really is.
So National Night Out is an annual community building campaign that we partner up with the police department and the community. The goal is to have, the goal of National Night Out is to enhance the relationship between law enforcement as well as community and building partnerships throughout. So a lot of different things that's going on. So this is what we're doing with this actual National Night Out event that we're having. So it's going to be on October the 3rd, like we said before. It's also going to be from 4 to 8 p.m. at the West Loop location. Our West Loop campus is right there at 610 and 59. And we're going to have so many different things that's going on. We're going to have food, we will have games, we will have music, we will have vendors. I have about 30, I would say 35 to maybe 38 vendors of all sorts that's going to be on there, be out there. Different people, like people that have pets, they can get information about their pets. You can get information about, retirement, financial. You can get information about, open up a new bank account or cell phones. I wanted to make sure it was a wide variety of different type of vendors so that people can basically go to every area and receive something. Another thing too, we know that gun safety is really big in America, especially here, we're seeing HCC as well as Houston, but we will have a company that will be providing gun locks. Be safe gun lock. So if you have a gun, you will be able to receive a gun lock. Those type of things is what we want to target for National Night Out, even though it's going to be a big community event. And, some people may look at it like being a big block party, but at the end of the day, we want to talk about safety. We want to make sure we build the relationships between the law enforcement, police departments of all different sorts, as well as the community, not just HCC, but community abroad, because we are Houston Community College.
That's right. And it will be, there's going to be a little party element because I know that Carl Mays is going to be there. And so he's going to be playing music and he's going to be making people dance.
Yes. Pardon me. Yes, he did an amazing job last year. He had us so hyped up. Last year was unbelievable. It was so funny because some of the vendors we will come every year if he's here. So it was amazing and we had a great time. And as you know, you was out there. It was just really a lot of fun. And it was so rewarding to walk out and see everybody enjoying this stuff and all the vendors and everyone being around. Just, the hard work that you put off into becomes your baby. And just to see it, rebirth into what it was so beautifully done. And we're hoping to have the same energy and everything at the West Loop location.
And people will bring their children out, right?
Yes. It is a whole family community event, from big to small, from little to to miniature to big. It's a great event. It's just a family origin event where you can come out. Kids will get a chance to play games. We have cornhole. We're going to have Connect Four. We have an inflatable basketball goal. We have a little obstacle course where people can actually compete against the first responders. We don't want to make it just about the police, but we're going to have first responders out there. So, the community can compete against the first responders and in all different types of games. And so, yes, it's so much fun for everyone from big to small. So definitely from young to old, it's going to be a great event.
So before we have to let you go, tell us, please, who are the sponsors this year?
So we have had several sponsors. Target on South Main has been one of our biggest sponsors, as well as Target in Maryland. We also have Randall's and Sam's that's located at the South Rice location. They have always come in clutch for us, donating things, giving their services and their time in regards to making sure this event is big. So we want to definitely give them a shout out, as well as I would like to shout out every vendor that's going to participate in our actual event. So definitely you guys come out, bring your family, bring your friends, tell everybody we are going to have a great time. And we have some awesome food this year, guys. Awesome food.
Well, food is definitely a draw. People will come out for that free food.
Great. We're looking forward to having you, and we welcome everyone.
Well, thank you so much, Officer Felicia Carter, Community Services Liaison and Recruiter of the Office of HCC Chief of Police. We'll have your info in our post after the show.
Thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful day. Take care.
You too. And so now we're going to move on to Nene Taylor and Stacey Hawkins.
Now, Nene Taylor is HCC Cosmetology Instructor and #1 DMK Skincare Solo Esthetician of the Year. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Now, I see you won this award in Newport Beach. So that was kind of a long title there, DMK Skincare Solo Esthetician of the Year. Tell us about this competition. First of all, what does DMK stand for?
DMK stands for the name of the owner, Nene Monte King. It's his brand that his brand, his name, his initials is what the company or brand name, skincare brand name stands for.
Now tell us a little bit about the award, what that means to you.
I was completely shocked. I'll start by saying that. Completely shocked by it. I've been using DMK products now. This is my second year, and they honor solo practitioners as well as like the big spas for their achievements of sales and services as far as the treatments. So it's based on your orders that go in, how many orders you've put in. They specialize in this amazing enzymatic treatment that helps to reduce any inflammation and toxins in the lymphatic system, but also increases the blood flow and circulation in the skin. And so I specialize in acne. It's been a phenomenal treatment for me with my clients. And I was completely blown away that in the state of Texas and Oklahoma combined, I had the top sales and treatment counts for DMK.
That's awesome. Congratulations again. Now, you have had quite a journey. You started here at HCC, you're an HCC alum, and now you're teaching. Tell us a little bit about what your experience was like here and how you ended up as an instructor and what instructing's been like for you.
Yes, so I did start off at HCC. I have actually a couple certification programs that I went through. I first started as a surgical technologist at the Coleman campus. I did that for about 15 years, and then I came back and went through the aesthetics program under the leadership of Dr. Alyssa DeJong and became a licensed esthetician. It's been an extremely rewarding career for me. It's only been 4 years now since 5 years since I've started the program, 4 years now that I've been a solo practitioner, but it's been an amazing journey. I kept in contact with Dr. DeJong throughout my process of being an esthetician, working, having my own practice. And then I would go up and mentor or not mentor, I'm sorry, but I would go and interview with some of her students and kind of help assist in different trainings for her students there. And it kind of, I guess, led to them asking me if I was interested in actually teaching, that they admired my work, they admired my business, and wanted to know if I was available to actually teach the students. And I was honored that they thought enough of me, and I accepted the position. So here I am. This is my first year. I actually started in January teaching as an adjunct for the aesthetic students.
Now, what do you enjoy most about teaching our students, and what advice do you give them as they're starting down that same path that you've walked?
So the advice that I would give to the students is to make sure that they study outside of the aesthetics program. Very, very important that they make sure that they are continuing their education. HCC provides a great foundational program for students to help them practice sanitation correctly, make sure that they pass their state boards. Myself personally, I lean a lot in on the specialties that I specialize in case any of the students are wanting to go into those fields, as far as corrective skincare treatments as well. But it's so, so very important that they know that they have to invest in continuous education for them to become an exceptional star esthetician. Business courses as well. We do a great job of including business etiquette and the very foundational steps of creating your LLCs and EINs and things of that nature, but it's just not enough time in the 750-hour program for aesthetics. So it's very important. I push for my students to make sure that they are reaching out to other sources after they get licensed to make sure they stay up to date with all the necessary ways to grow themselves professionally and their business.
Well, that's something I do a lot for my mass comm students. I tell them that your degree is just your license to learn.
Absolutely. Very good. Yep.
Now, you actually have your own business, Taylor the Esty, where you're a skincare coach. That's really intriguing to me. I could probably use a skincare coach. Tell me a little bit about what that is.
So I am Taylor the Esty. This is what I professionally go by in the treatment room. My business is Taylor the Esty Skin Studio, and I am Houston's licensed skincare coach, specializing specifically in acne and hyperpigmentation. So I take pride in actually not just helping to improve the skin, but actually transforming the skin is what I like to call it, where you don't look like what you've been through in the past. Most times when my guests come to me, they have dealt with acne for a very long time, hyperpigmentation and scarring for quite some time now. And they're like, I've tried all these things. I've been to dermatologists. I've used all of the over-the-counter products available, and nothing has worked. And so by the time they come to me, I'm like, okay, forget about everything that you thought you knew about skincare and allow me to educate you first and foremost on how you got here, what we need to do to get started, what's going to be required for you to achieve the results you're looking for. And if you allow me to actually coach and lead you, this will be your results. You'll be able to love your skin and it'll be clear and flawless.
Now, what made you choose that specialization of acne?
Funny enough, while I was in the aesthetics program as a student at HCC, I started breaking out with acne. I never dealt with it as a kid, as a teenager, didn't have any issues with hormonal acne as a child, but I developed acne while I was in the aesthetics program. Totally tore up my self-esteem. I felt personally and professionally that no one would take me serious. You wouldn't want to come to me to get your skin cared for as an esthetician if my skin was blemished and broken out everywhere. So because my self-esteem was affected so much, I began to tap into that continuous education right out of school and really start to study the causes of acne, how to correct the acne, what different skincare lines and ingredients were going to give me the results that I was looking for. And so in doing so, I was able to personally clear my skin, which was the total game changer, honestly, for my career. During that time, I was working for a local spa here in Houston, and she allowed me to kind of customize the full aesthetics program in her spa and choose what skincare lines I wanted to work with. So I was able to really play around with all these different products and ingredients to really find what worked for my skin. Once I posted the pictures of my before and after picture, it just took off.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, again, congratulations. I'm so glad we have a dynamo like you who is teaching our students, developing the next generation of skincare professionals. So thank you, Nene Taylor, for
Thank you
joining
so much.
us. #1 DMK Skincare Solo Esthetician of the Year. We'll have your info in the post after the show.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nene and Stacy. Up next, we're going to move on to some news, events, and announcements. To start off, we have QPR, Gatekeepers Code. This is for suicide prevention. Just like CPR, this response helps someone in crisis. So question, persuade, refer are the 3 steps anyone can learn to help prevent suicide. And Central Counseling and Ability Services, partnered with Student Life, will host a training. That's going to be on Thursday, September 28th from 2 to 3 p.m. And the registration information will be in our post after the show.
That's so important. We've all got to look out for each other. This announcement I'm really excited about. Eagle Promise. How would you like to have a free degree? Eligible students, we encourage you to apply for the Eagle Promise program. It can change your life. You can earn your degree for free. And yes, you heard that right. It's absolutely free. The deadline is September 30th. So you still got a few days to go. Check out the post after the show.
We'll be pinking out for breast cancer awareness. So that's a pink out to honor those who have lost their battle to breast cancer and the brave ones still fighting. HCC Coleman is asking everyone to wear pink under your scrubs and to meet for informational resources, giveaways, and treats. That will be Tuesday, October 3rd at 11 a.m. That will be located at the Coleman main building. You can check our post after the show for more information. And I have to say, this one strikes close to the heart. We just lost someone in our school community, a mom. She had 4 kids, and 3 of those boys are triplets, and they're juniors. And my heart breaks for them. And I know that there's almost no one in this world who hasn't been touched by breast cancer.
You know, I think I'm going to make a note on my calendar to wear pink October 3rd anyway. I may not be at Coleman, but I'm going to use that day and I'm going to wear pink too. So we're looking forward to a SCORE workshop. HCC Entrepreneurial Initiatives and SCORE are offering some free workshops to help local businesses. Thursday, October 5th from 1 to 3 at the Missouri City campus, and check the post after the show for all the details.
And I love HCC. I know you love HCC, Stacy. We love HCC, and we show our love with the annual giving campaign every year. And our campaign for this year has just launched. The HCC Foundation has launched its fundraising campaign, I Love HCC, spotlighting the giving hearts of HCC employees and inspiring everyone to make a personal donation in support of HCC students and programs. Payroll deduction is the easiest way to set up your recurring gift, and some giveaway drawings will be held later. So make your donations soon. And I will say, one year I actually won a TV. I made a $10 donation and I won a TV. It was crazy. Check the post after our show for more information.
Now, registration is still open. One of the many great things about HCC is that you don't have to just do fall semester, summer, spring, just those big semesters. Second starts in full swing already, but we have some more intensive semesters that are still available. And those are in all of our modalities, online anytime, online on a schedule, hybrid, in-person, hybrid lab. We've got a little bit of everything for you. To learn more about HCC programs, start dates, and options, it's real easy, hccs.edu/apply.
Coming up tomorrow, we welcome another UN Family Endowed Chair Award winner who is writing a book about gameplay and learning. And next week, we'll continue our celebration of Hispanic Heritage Month and all our other regular programming. Don't forget, there will be no Up to the Minute on Convocation Day. That's going to be next Friday. Thank you all for joining us. We'll see you next time.